we have to discuss international parity conditions. Two parity conditions they exist. One is purchasing power parity, another one is interest rate parity. Through these parity conditions, we can forecast exchange rate, whether it is purchasing power parity, which explains the effect of inflation on exchange rate. If law of one price prevails, then we call it as absolute purchasing power parity. If there is no prevalence of law of one price across the world, then there is relative purchasing power parity. Under absolute purchasing power parity, we assume that if there is some particular commodity which is priced at in one currency and in another currency it is having different price, then the exchange rate will be determined on the basis of relative price levels which are prevailing in both markets. So that is absolute purchasing power parity. But we know that there are many factors which influence exchange rate. Inflation rate is one of them. So if in both countries the rate of inflation is different, if we take example of India, if inflation rate in India is 10%, in US it is 5%, then as per relative purchasing power parity, the new exchange rate will be affected by the inflation rate differential, where Indian currency will depreciate by the same proportion by which inflation rate differential is existing in the market. So this is relative purchasing power parity. We have also discussed how to forecast exchange rate with help of these parity conditions. So one equation we have formulated where F, which was future spot rate, equal to S 1 plus inflation rate in Indian currency and inflation rate in foreign currency, which we have assumed as dollar. If we are talking of, there is going to be a constant inflation rate, if we have forecasted constant inflation rate, constant rise in the price level in coming 5 years, 10 years, then this will be changed accordingly. Spot rate will be equal to, for future rate will be equal to spot rate, inflation rate in Indian currency, inflation rate in foreign currency to the power n. N represents the number of year. So this is how we can forecast the exchange rate as per purchasing power parity. We have also discussed interest rate parity. Interest rate parity, again it is having two versions. One version is covered interest arbitrage and another one is what we call uncovered interest arbitrage. When we talk of real interest rate and nominal interest rate, when we exclude the effect of inflation from interest rate, then the interest rate which we get, we call it as real interest rate. Normally, real interest rate tend to be same all across the world. If real interest rate is not same, it means there is an arbitrage opportunity. But we have to dig out the reasons why real interest rate differs from one country to other, if any difference is existing. Why there is a difference? One reason may be the transaction cost of foreign exchange or foreign currency or the domestic currency which is in circulation. Second one is capital controls. Capital control, because you know that throughout the world all countries they don't have on the same level of development. So one country may be exercising control over inflow and outflow of funds. So if there is control over capital, then real interest rate might differ from one country to other. Now, as per in interest rate parity, we have seen that with help of an illustration that if interest rate differential is existing. Now, interest rate differential here we are talking of from the perspective of nominal interest rate, not real interest rate, because as per assumption we are going, real interest rate is same all across the world. It doesn't differ. And the difference is due to difference in the inflation rate. So nominal interest rate may differ from country to country. And if there is difference in the nominal interest rate, then how come it affects exchange rate determination? So there is a Fisher's effect which correlates the relationship between interest rate and inflation rate. It says that proportionate increase or decrease in inflation rate causes increase or decrease in nominal interest rate. So here we are not talking of real interest rate, we are talking of nominal interest rate. So this is what we call as Fisher's effect. Fisher effect can also be explained with help of an illustration, with help of an equation which says that expected change in the exchange rate. Expected change in the exchange rate is equal equal to difference in the real and nominal interest rate. Real and nominal interest rate. So if nominal interest rate in India is 5%, in US it is 7% nominal interest rate. So it means that Indian currency will depreciate by 2%. Indian currency will depreciate or appreciate by 2%. It will appreciate or depreciate. Now this I am asking from the audience. If interest rate which is prevailing in India is 5% and in US it is 7%, which currency will appreciate or depreciate? Indian currency will appreciate by 2%, and the currency in which interest rate is more by 2%, it will tend to depreciate by the same proportion by which the nominal interest rate is more than Indian currency. So this effect we call as international Fisher's effect. So with help of these combinations of Fisher effect and international Fisher's effect, we can draw out one formula as we have seen in case of purchasing power parity, how inflation rate can be used for forecasting of exchange rate. Similarly, interest rate can also be used for forecasting of exchange rate. The equation is same, just start reading this I as interest rate. For instance, because we have assumed that real interest rate all across the world will be same, it means the difference which is being caused is due to nominal interest rate, and that difference in nominal interest rate is due to inflation rate. So what inflation is playing the role in determination of exchange rate, the same role will be played by nominal interest rate, because real interest rate all across the world is same. So it means the same proportion or same formula or same equation will be used for calculation of future spot rate through current spot rate if interest rate we are talking of. So the same formula we can use in case of interest rate. So this is what we have discussed with help of parity conditions, how exchange rate can be forecasted. Now let us switch on.